Oh, thanks. Okay. Well, let's see what you guys are talking about first. See if you were talking about me. PDLI. Had it for months. That's not how you get a return. Next. PDL wants to go. That's good because she's had it for months. Read. Right now, I'm just sitting with trading views, paper trading. BTCC. BTC. Pardon me, sorry. PDLI, OMBS is suspense. PDLI. Hedgehog. Is he back? He was updating a P. He was taking a P, but they have an updated. Oh, Arizona backup over VWAP. HH Hedgehog forecasting. Hedgehog is taking too many mushrooms on his trip to DX. Creeping up. Spy Lotto today for 245s. Looking for a RAL. Cool. All right, so QTRF maybe? QTRF, I think that's, maybe it's QTRF. I've never traded either one. Looking for a double on PDLI. Well, if you get a double inside of 3 months, you're doing good. So I take back what I'm saying, what I said. I'm not taking back what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is if it's over 3 months, oh, 66%, nice. How many months? Can't find the buy date. Good excuse. Okay. I have to give JD a hard time because she left me on vacation. I still haven't forgiven her. Take a couple weeks. Okay, well, let's look at some of these. QTRE, is that what I've seen there? QT, R, Quarter Hill probably. RH? What was that? QTRE? No. Your mic is on, Tracy, but it's nice to have you on the moon. Yeah, it's not easy to time them. I need a mute on my, like a foot pedal mute. That would do it. Okay. Where am I? QT. So this is midday review, August 25th, 2017, 12:10 p.m. So real quick, I was being serious, JD. It's not funny. QTRRF. I think that's what that says. Oh well. Okay. If you find it, let me know. Announcements. Do we have announcements? Well, yes, we do. Actually, we have winning in the room. Quarry Rock is rocking it. I flatted out on my trade. Quarry won. I don't know who else is winning, but anyway, I flatted out. Quarry's on a heater right now. What else is new? The email I sent out this morning was, once again, Groundhog Day. Apologies for being behind on my reporting. There's a bunch of, in the pre-market report this morning, a bunch of setups. There's a bunch coming on the swing trades this weekend. We officially are launching our private capital fund, and that's going well. What else? Price increases September 1. September is the end of quarter, so I have to have a big September. And I guess that's about it. I have to have a pretty huge September because I think my July was 30% or something. August has been tough for me, so I have to do a 60% September. So why not do 100? Actually, I have to double. I have a wager. Oh, the one other really important thing is that I hope you guys aren't going to be angry with me, but I have the lawyers meeting the other day. I forgot my paperwork. Well, sorry, a few things happened. Actually, the lawyer, the person that accompanied me, Sartaj, and myself, all four of us forgot things that we needed for it. So I have to go back. So long story short, I'm hoping that we can do, whatchamacallit, that's it. Thanks, Trace. Oh, see, this is awesome. This is great. I got Tracy in my ear. Perfect. This is awesome. Anyway, masterclass. I'm hoping we can just do. All we're doing anyway is the only thing left is to build those models, and I can do them this weekend and present them next week, and hopefully we'll get to generation 2 and 3 on those models next week, which we should be able to. Generation 4 we probably won't, but that's okay because that's kind of proprietary anyway. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, one more quick announcement that I can remember is Epic. So this is pretty cool. So the members get targets for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. They get that the Sunday prior. Here's the target. Well, you know what? That target's not even where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to cheat again here today. Watch this. It's supposed to be. Oh, it's not going to work for me. Oh, yeah, there it goes. To be where the vertical line is up and the diagonal line is down. Right there is where the target is. So anyway, that was presented to members in their newsletter on Sunday. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And Wednesday's hit too. So that's good. Big news in my books. I think that's it. I didn't make any notes. So let's go through the charts. I had a few from last night I was watching. NAC, CDNA, that was on that list too, I believe. If it wasn't, it was supposed to be. CDNA, so that's one. Over its, this is our setup, right? Over its 200 on the daily. Worked through the MAs perfect. 200 swooping down. And MACD's up, squeeze momentum's up, stock RSI up, volume's up, past earnings. What could go wrong? So, would have been preferable to buy yesterday, but the problem was catching it actually 3 days ago would have been better. So now, you know, you either go long or you wait for a back test of the MAs, and that's what I'll be doing. So all I do is I take this, set an alarm, an alert, CDNA crossing, 20 MA. I apologize, mate. Allergies are going again. Or is it the 200 I want? No, it's the 20 I want. Well, I want both, actually, because it could hit that 200 before. I doubt it, though. I think the 20 is going to come up. Add alert. Well, I already have alert, price action alert, so that's good enough. I got 2 on that one. So that's CDNA. Really like it. Really like it. Okay. Off goes CDNA. SUNEQ, soon Q, is looked like it was going to revisit its 20 OTC. Very cautious. Yesterday hit the 50. Lots of volatility here. Not for the lighthearted. It's on watch for me because I just want to possibly day trade it. Hopefully my mic still works after that. Okay, that's soon EQ. S&P, I don't have the model up, so we won't even worry about the S&P. Well, we probably should look at it real quick. We should use some discipline here. Oh, so gold's got quite the pop here. It's okay, JD. You and I'll be friends again late next week. What are we doing here? S&P, SPY, Standard & Poor's. S&P. It's what happens when you leave for vacation. Ask Sartaj what happens when he takes time off. Much easier on the women, trust me, you're fine. Come on. Oh, this is painful. We're gonna shut you down. I'm gonna get some gaming computers. Read lit my phone. 2 out of 6 were good, but the other 4. Come on. And these models are so hard to load. Oh. Not gonna tell me when you go. Oh, I'll know. I'll know. Just like I know about that stock that you're up 66% on. You bought it like 13 months ago. Options, eh? Options. You guys are high rollers. Yeah, you guys are high rollers. I love the casino too, but I don't go. Come on. What is wrong with this thing? IB is probably still shutting down. Good Lord. Well, as soon as IB gets off of my, yeah, we're waiting. That was tough. All the lines. Look at all your lines. Look at all those lines. Okay, look at that. We're in that quad I talked about yesterday. That was pretty funky in here, but that was, you know, before today. That makes sense that it got all funky in there, but the model's been really good. It's doing exactly what we thought it would do. So now it's in the open prairie piece of junk quad. It's very confused. It doesn't know whether to go up to that point, down to that point, or sideways to that point. You see how that happens? And you know what? If you told the average person that, they would tell you you're nuts. But after you've used these models for a while, it chases the apexes, inverse apexes, and the, call it the right and the left side. What do we call that? Anyway, the point is that, see how it came through the left side one? So it doesn't know whether to chase that, or that, because it functions on 5 time frames instead of like oil. You know, it knows exactly what to chase. So yeah, it's hard to say which one it's going to leave through, but we can sometimes tell, well, we know where our support resistance areas are, which is nice. If it gets in this one, that's a bullish quad. If it gets in this one, that's another messed up. Like, these are a bunch of messed up quads. This one's a really good one. This quad here is a fun quad. But some of them are really good, right? Like when you get into them, you just know. Oh, anyway, yeah, more lines have to be drawn, so we can't get any farther. But like getting farther back over here, if we go through these other quads, like there were some of them that were setting up, and I was just like, oh, those are nice. You see here where it met, you know, the inverse and the apex, they all met in the middle, and it all met there. Fell out of here, fell off support. Here, chased the inverse apex, fell down, chased the inverse apex. I know, too many lines. Anyway, so what's it tell us? It tells us on the day, oh, mind you, if it gets up in here. So Matt's lotto could work here, because if he gets up through this resistance zone, 245.44 is the magic number for Matt. If it holds 245.44, its next test is 245.83. It'll get right up into that apex. And that apex, the time on the apex is at, ooh, it's coming soon, Matt. But it doesn't mean it won't chase this side here, like, you know, but it depends. It's going to chase one of the 3. And if it goes that one, it's not so bad anyway. So that, yeah, it gets up in here today. Remember that. Maybe we should alarm that, right? It gets up in there, and that could get really fun really fast, actually. What did I say? 245.44 or something like that? 245.44. Yep, that's it. Yeah, it gets up over that alarm and it holds. I'll be long shooting for that apex, and the timing on it's like quick though. So this could get jiggy really fast. It's around 12:30, 1 o'clock. I guess we'll see. It's alarmed. So that's the S&P. Should we look at gold really quick? We should, eh? I think we should. I can't show you guys any of these after September 1st, so in this room anyway, why don't we do it? Just break all the rules like JD does all day long. Okay, where is gold? Oh yeah, we need this. Ideas published. Oh, I'm really frustrated. I haven't got a trade yet today. That comment's not going to look very good on the permanent record. Curtis beating JD up. Okay, come on, gold, where are you? Oh, flogging. Yeah, it's because you guys are, well, not all of you, just some of you are loons. The loons are being flogged. Gold. Loser sleep and loons vacation. We have money to make quick before singularity comes. You know that gold chart, when you look at it like from a 10-year perspective and you see how flat it got, and oil how flat it got? You know why it got as flat as it got? Because they're in there. Because of the liquidity. And when that liquidity dries up, something called price discovery disappears. And that's a preview of what's going to happen everywhere. Sometime between now and singularity. About 6 years from now, it's going to be who has the fastest machine. Machines. Just look up the story when the best poker players in the world tried to take on an AI. The best poker players in the world tried to take on an AI. The best in the world got whooped. And you know what? The reason why, like, I know these players, right? I have a family member that was semi-pro, and look at that. It's in the apex. Go gold. Hit the target. Just about hit the target and straight up into the apex. Oh yeah, the action when you get into the width of these quads. Isn't that action awesome? Like when you get into these inverse apexes, and the width of that, oh, that's total chart porn right there. That is chart porn at its best. There's the machines right there. That's an example. Anyway, this is a 60-minute. Eventually, they'll be doing the same thing on the 1 minute, you know, before it's all over on all the different equities. Imagine, you know, so that's 60 minutes. So take this quadrant down 60 times, make it 60 times smaller, and try and trade inside of it. That'll give you an idea what's coming when the last is done. It's a happy moment. Singularity is about 15 to 22 years away, so you got 6 years before everybody is racing to get the better machine. Well, it's hard to say, you know, because if you look at the charts, I'll just tell you really quick, if you look at the charts of gold and you look at the chart of oil, and the way it's flattening out and how these models are getting built out with the machines, you think about it, if this is where they are right now, because the wealth transfer is happening right now, right? Like some of the best oil traders in the world that used to trade oil in a certain way, they can't trade oil anymore. Like, I'm not exaggerating, I know a lot of these guys. They're having a hell of a time right now. Anyway, if they're having a hell of a time on a 30-minute chart, because that's what, you know, Epic's on, is a 30-minute chart, and we're thinking we're going to have to go down to a 15-minute chart on it right away. So once those charts time frames get lower and lower and lower and price discovery disappears, well, even right now, I guess the point is that wealth transfer is happening today. But eventually it just picks up and picks up and picks up. But, you know, you always got options. Not the kind of options that JD's talking about. I'm talking about options like means options. Because there'll be no price discovery for options. Look at that. That is absolute chart porn. Into the apex, the widest point of the quad. Oh, that model. Such a good model. And it's up over resistance, but it's having a problem. See this yellow line here? Whatever you see this yellow line on the algo models, that line you won't find on any other chart. That is big math. That's like, it's not big data, it's big math because, you know, we're poor. We can't afford the AI machines to do that yet, but that's what our AI will eventually do, provide all those numbers for us. Okay, enough of a rant. There's your rant for the day. That's the best you get, unless, you know, something happens. Okay, what else are we looking at? Oh yeah, NAK, did we look at that yet? I don't think we did we? Okay, if I open up one chart, and I just do it the way I'm supposed to, this will go fast. I was kind of thinking one of you could start doing the middays, like JD maybe, or Tracy. That'd be awesome. Give Kurt a break. Knack. Knackety knack. Now. Knack. No, I gotta open one chart, do it properly. That's the thing about women. Women they'll just go in here and just execute this without even like, I want to for, oh, I can't say it. I can say it. No, I can't say it. I can't say it. One chart. Give me one chart, and then the rest are fast. This has a regular? Yes. Can you hear us in the Discord room? No. Let's open this up here really quick. If I turn up my volume, maybe? Nope. How about I just go in and see if I have it on? Maybe it wasn't by accident, Reed. So rude. Fault. You need to be in day traders, Kurt. Okay, day trading. Day traders. Thanks, appreciate that, Greg. I don't know what I did there. Okay, were you guys trying to say something to me that I missed? My microphone's muted? Yeah, because it would reverberate. It would be like being on acid for sure. Okay, let's get these charts done. So here's the ones I want to look at real quick. NAK, we already looked at CDNA. PSTG, I still want to look at. ARWR, SEED, LTRX, XOMA, and K. No, don't want to look at that one. So I just want to fire through them really quick. AWRA, ARW, off 5 points, but you know what? That's the setup. Now, this one looks identical to CDNA, does it not? I think it does. So, why don't we what are we going to do here? I know where my resistance points are. How do I set this alarm? The 20 through the 200. See, I got to wait for it to get back to an MA or get Mojo, one of the two. So why don't I just set price action on it? Let's do that real quick. And then we'll set one at the bottom. I wish you could do both at the same time. That'd be cool. Okay, that's ARWR. Wow, that's tough to say. PSTG. We've been working with this one for a long time. Ow. Oh. Yeah, is it ever a? Yeah, it's, you know what, Trace, this one is so tough to trade. Like people, like high rollers like JD and Tracy and what's the other, Corey, you guys can trade this kind of thing. Yeah, I'm wondering, but actually I don't have a lot to say about it. I'm challenged. I mean, wow, it's right up at a high day, right? There's a breakout coming on the intraday, 12:36 in the afternoon. That's pretty bullish on the intraday for it to do that at 12:36. That's hard to resist. I'll alarm it really quick. If it breaks out, I might start chipping in. Get lucky. This market's been tightening even that way, right? Because I remember a couple of years ago being able to, chip in and get a few legs on stuff. And mind you, there's a few legs in here today, but not much really. It got its first boom, and then, 1, 2. So it got 3 small legs. But I remember when it could go boom, 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 on day trades. But that's when things are really trending too. It's not like it can't happen. Well, look at that. Gotta show you. Look at that. Target on Sunday. Anyway. Pretty freaking exciting. ARWR. PSTG. CDNA. We looked at NAC. We didn't look at NAC yet. He took a beating earlier in the year. Like, I'm not saying on his account, I'm saying as far as like when this tanked here, when was that? May. That was tough. No, was that the one? This one. This was the one. That was tough to watch. It's back, up 1.14. It's got its 200-day. This one's got to get alarmed. I'll trade this one for sure. This is the type of stock, though, that I trade small. Well, I trade small until I don't have to explain it. You guys know I'm a chicken. Okay, so that's that. Then we had, what else on this list? Seed. And you guys had some you wanted, or you were talking about that I want to look at. Then any that you guys want to look at. On the daily, so it banged up against the 200 yesterday. This is why I was looking at this, because, I mean, that was pretty aggressive. And usually, well, see here, well, it's tough to say. That's a pretty nice breakout there. When that happened, look at when it got through the 200. It went from, and it wasn't earnings, 146, almost a double. Then it came off, almost visited the MA, and then almost doubled again. Got 50% or so on the second. And that's, that's tech. Well, it's not easy trading. Kind of technical. Let's get this in there for a sec here. Yeah, 21 EMA. Maybe. Even that. For the high rollers in the room, this might be one for you guys, Once it gets going, boy, it gets a return and fast. So, you know, it happens so quick. That's part of the problem. So you kind of have to anticipate. Anticipation in the markets can kill you though. Okay, that's seed. VRX in the bull retested the 200. The MACD turned down. We don't have to look at it. LTRX. Yeah, I vote for Tracy and JD to do these from now on. You guys can take turns. Do them together. LTRX over the 200. See, this is interesting. Over the 200, under the 100 on the daily. Whoa. You know what that is setting up? That's very similar to like that sidewinder I was showing you. Very similar setup. This could get really serious really fast when it pops. I mean, it could drop too, but that's a potentially very serious setup, just so you know. So the ones that are into the aggressive type plays, well, let's try and find it really quick. So it didn't really get aggressive in there. Right there it did. But that's earnings. But it got aggressive here. So it was trending, back tested in MA and got aggressive outside of earnings. But that's probably because of history. Chart history is my guess. Oh, no, I guess not. Here it got really aggressive. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it sure looks like a setup that could get aggressive. So let's just alarm it real quick. And let's see if it does. Okay, so that's LTRX, XOMA. I think this is one that was talked about in the room there for lunch. So XOMA are set up over the 200 swooping down, got juice, got some agreements, so some PR, is that what came out this morning? And it got its serious pop. Now, it might run this afternoon. 400,000 shares. Well, who knows, it might run. So that's XOMA, and then we also have KMDA, but we're not going to look at that. CDNA we already looked at. Let's fire through these really quick. So last night, a lot of the ones you're hearing about are ones that were, because yesterday on midday we didn't go through these, and so I went through them last night, and those were the ones I pulled out. TMTX, no volume. ADMS. I'm trying to remember what we had going on this one. Over the 200, pharmaceutical doesn't respect the 200 at all. So I've got it alarmed if it gets going. XCO. Oh, what? 32%. That's a winner for me in our swing trading platform. Nice. No, 20%. Did it just come off? It did. That's awesome. I should probably, well, no, I'm just going to let it ride. Okay, RTNB. I think it's still under my buy anyway. RTNB under the 200. Oh yeah, right. This is the one Sean banked on yesterday. You could trade through the MAs on this one. I like this one actually, the way it trades. It's a smooth trader. There's got to be lots of liquidity in there. Let's take a look. Yeah, 10 million, ton of liquidity. Very smooth trader. You could definitely model this out, or at least set your fibs and work your way between the MAs on the way up. It's not a bad one to play. I'm going to alarm it. Add alert. Crossing. Oh, what's the next MA there? Shoot. The 20. So it hasn't got its 20 yet. So this is add alert. RTNB in bankruptcy. MA 20. The thing about the MAs, thanks Reed, the thing about MAs is that they'll typically coincide with your fibs, right? Because the MAs are a representative of the tape, and the tape represents something called Fibonacci math, and Fibonacci math represents something we can't beat as humans, because that's just the way it's all designed. Okay, RTNB, well, I said that's the way it's all designed. Why don't we just go with the price action on this one? Unless you think that something like Fibonacci math is by fluke. Okay, then it wouldn't be by design. See, I'm getting politically correct. I'm learning. I think they're going to send me to etiquette school soon, just so you know. When yeah, well, there's a problem there, but you know, there's you know, I'm not the only nut out there that, you know, trades for capital funds. I'm not. Look at Trump. He's a nut. Look at what's his name? That Canadian guy, O'Leary. He's got a fund from Shark Tank. What does he always say? Anyway, he's a nut. Okay, let's do this. What else we got here? PSTG, BRQS, BRQS. Oh, shares, yeah. O'Leary. You know, I don't know if you read his book. I read his book, and him and his family had to run and hide for years all over the world. They were chased after he sold that company. They had to go into hiding. It's quite a story. Kona Grill. Geez, that's traded pretty good, hey? Through the up to the 20 and through. It's not a bad little bottom feeding trade after earnings. That might be bottom. That might be bottom. Let's go find our resistance as soon as our charts decide to hurry up here. Well, maybe people will forget about it. Because it's traded to 20, 50, and up to the 100 potentially really clean. That's clean trade. Interesting. So what do you get? 370 to, holy cow. There's a double in there. I can't leave this one. Oh, I'll just come back to it. Kona. What just alarmed there? That was Zoma. Zoma and Kona. Ah, it's a sign. Why is this alarming? Oh, I see. So it's about to run. Maybe. Squeeze is up. Stock RSI. I hate these, the way they trade. I can't trade this. Ah, it's probably going to run. I can't trade it though. Can't do it. I need liquidity. How's the one look? Hey, Nick, how you doing, man? Nice to have you back. Oh. Yeah, can't do it. We went through NAC, just so you know. We went through a few that you would like. Where was I? I was on, I just can't trade this, but it, you know, there's a high probability it's going to run. Still 9,000 feet up. Cool. I'm like pretty close to sea level, I think. Being on the beach. But you were at the beach for a while. Kona, look at that. What the? Let's take a look. 199,000 shares. Dang. Liquidity problems here. I can't trade that either, but you guys could. Those Emmys looked really good. You could get a double on this one. Just telling you. It's very possible. 320, yeah, very possible. Look at that squeeze. Look what happened last time, right? They thought it was a bottom. The squeeze kicked in, and it got up over its 200. Failed. If it gets up over its 200, this time it fails, you get a double. That is so hard to resist. Sesame Street, right? And how did it trade in its MAs? Let's take a quick peek. Yeah. So here's your right ear sidewinder, but it's a big one. It's not tight. And it didn't trade very clean even. This time it's way cleaner. This time it just rode to 20 all the way up. Sure is. So let's go back here. So the RSI here, basically same area, got really high. Got really high in here too. What's that? From here? Oh yeah. Sure, it got up over its 200. That's the cool part, right? So the fact that it got up over its 200 would put you up in 755-ish. Now, the question is whether or not it repeats getting up over its 200 or it repeats symmetry. Because your symmetry wouldn't do a lot for you. Because here's your basic symmetry, right? Like where your stock RSI was high, right here, we'll call it, right? So what's that, 1154 to 1354, so well, that's still 40%, right? 30%. So it might follow that symmetry, or it might follow the 200, but I would really think about this one. It depends on the kind of plays you like, right? Like clone. If I was more of a risk taker than I am now, I'd be in this one. Let's see here. So based on symmetry, I might get 456. So yeah, it's hard to say. It's whether or not it gets that 200. This, yeah. Super interesting setup. Did I arm this? Oh yeah, right. It's the liquidity. Oh. Darn it. I can't do it. Because the problem is if I lose that trade, I can't justify, like I can't. If I lose a trade, like if I stay on the discipline side, right, on the methodology, and I lose a trade, then it's easy for me. I can turn and look at, people and say, I followed the rules. But if I lose a trade, knowing that I'm risking the rules, it's different. BRQS. You know what? I love it, trading other people's money. Yeah. I'll tell you why I love it, because it keeps me super accountable. It actually is that it keeps me responsible. That's why I trade small accounts, right? Because my nature is to, it makes me mad, and then you just go nuts, right? Safe bulkers, oh yeah, we looked at this one before, right up against its resistance now. I remember looking at it back here and saying, oh, resistance is coming, and there's not a lot there, blah, 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 and I had all kinds of excuses, but it worked. GOGL. Nick, looks like it's slipping into oblivion slowly. Kona 20% short interest from Sean. It's huge short interest. GOGL. I think Kona's bottoming, but it hasn't got the liquidity I need. Look at this Golden Ocean Group coming out of a bowl. It's got resistance on deck. Another one of those. But yeah, it's iffy. You could look at the chart history. We have from the list that I've put together, and I'm gonna actually finally get published this weekend, but I've actually gone through all the charts. I have so many setups that I don't have to worry about stuff that's junky. But this actually isn't junky. This actually traded really well after. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, 5 legs. It acted right. It acted right on the way down too. Not perfect, but Golden Ocean Group. The idea is to Yeah, so here now that it's trending, so now that it's in the bowl and trending, you'd either trade it on its out, which is right now over its previous high, right? Because it's coming out of the bowl, or you would wait for it to come back and test that 20 MA, and if it bounced, then you'd go again. If it doesn't bounce, wait for it to test the 50, and if it bounces, go. Same thing with every MA until it bounces. But it is. LTRE. So this was one that I did work on last night. Sorry. Take a quick look at this. Well, I'll just come back to GOGL. GOGL. I might trade that GOGL breakout. We'll see. I didn't even see the volume. How much volume is it? That's a problem. 6,000 shares in learning tree. Not going to work. Okay. Almost done the list. Just hold on to it. I'll just finish the list and then we'll get into those. So GOGL, unless it's breaking out like right now, read. What's the ticker? ESIO, okay. So GOGL, 382,000. Yeah. Yeah. So resistance looks like 12 and 12. 12 and 1263 on GOGL. GOGL. And it's trading. So high a day. Yeah, 1:06 p.m. It should go soon here. Well, I don't know what happened to the internet here today, but it is slow. While that loads, let's take a look at this. Damn. Interactive takes a long time to load too, even on a computer. That part of the that's juicy. We'll go back to ESIO. Unless there's anything else shaken I need to know about. Day trading was 0001, yes. Ugh. Okay, S&P, what's the problem? Why don't we just kill this? Wow, this is unbelievable today. Very frustrating. I had to leave the lounge there because I got to get these charts moving. I don't know what's going on here. Kill off some of this stuff. I don't understand why it's so slow. Something's happened today. We have to wait for this interactive to load here. Wow, that was very frustrating. I just have to keep people here until I get enough time to deal with all this. It's one big problem coming up. Incredible. Brutal. What do we call that? Unbelievable how bad that is. Wow. I was so close to throwing all these computers up the window. But you know what, that trading or that interactive, I had even with the two good computers in here, I had a problem. I had a charts loaded with it. I would have to just run it on its own instead of the rooms. Because you get the rooms and the charts and the interactive all together on one, and that's the problem. I was hoping to be able to show the actual trades, but it might not be possible. Can't. Oh. Testing 1, 2. So yeah, bottom line is the screen sharing for the trading room with interactive, with the recorder, with the algorithmic models and the charts. There's no way. So I'm going to have to solve it. But even on a better laptop, it struggles at times. It's just I added on top of all that interactive. And yeah, anyway, that's the way it is. Okay, so I'll go to work on doing that too. The S&P, so up over support, it's got a resistance in and around 243.65. I'll actually probably hit it there. If it gets there, I was thinking higher. Or no, sorry. Wrong. Here. That's hilarious. 245.44. Did that. Ignore what I just said. That's history. Okay. I'm not even going to be in Discord today for the rest of the session. I wanted to look at what Reed had on the go. ESIO. The problem I've got is time. That's my biggest problem. And we don't want a whole bunch of staff. So we do have a challenge because we have to take on staff and interns, and there's, you just don't want too much, right? ESIO, wrong place to put that. Actually, you know what? Let's just blow this out of its tailpipe here. Kurt's getting very grumpy now. Don't trade angry. Same deal. Total breakout. What was that other one? Anyway, we alarmed it. It's got better. No, it's got crappy liquidity too. It's not. Well, it's not bad. It's definitely our setup. Wow. Trade's beautiful. Jeez. Right up against resistance right now. That could go. Nice stock. Good find, Reed. Might day trade that one if it gets going anymore. Well, here, let's break it down on the one, see how it looks. I'm just going to preload here. Is what I'm looking at. So I just got to take a detour here quick. Expected the machines in soon here. Okay, so Zoma. I think ESIO, I have that alarmed. So I'm going to try and get back into this. There's some trades setting up here for sure. Sending energy, I need that. Good energy. Some good vibration. So I go in here. Yay! Okay, that's done. Now I should be able to hear you guys, right? Again. Okay, so you're watching Zoma and the other, I'm watching oil. Okay. Let's try and finish the rest of this list. I blame everything on interactive brokers. AHTH, we didn't look at that, did we? eHealth? I don't think so. Another piece of crap. So it's low liquidity day. Wow, that's awesome. So these are all like breakout stocks, eh? I can't trade that, but that's pretty cool stuff. Wow. There's a bunch of them. So it's under the 200, trading through its MAs. Post earnings. That was FLDM, so GSUM, same idea. TLYS, up against this 200. Wow, that's funky. SPLK. So I had this one last night, but I was like, look the way it trades. It's not that bad, I guess, but anyway, sure. Took an earnings pop. BECN. Wowza. Oh, Beacon Roofing. EROS. Under its 200. That's it. On the OTC side, How'd you guys make out? Those guys make out with natural gas? Or is it still playing out? Kind of a tough trading day. It's to the moon by the end of Tuesday, though. Okay, what else is out there? Anything else we got to look at today? Can't remember. Lists. Let's look at the lists. How's Bitcoin doing, Reed? No, on DM? Wow. So is it still in the apex? Neat. That's bullish. So it's what's it trading at right now? 44.50? 15. Oh, I know what we had to look at. Did anybody write down the alarms today by any weird chance? Maybe we have them all. Hold on a sec here. QTRRF. Airline stocks ripping. No idea. Well, we might get that turn on commodities here. Bit of one anyway. Quatera Resources. OTC. So definitely one I can't trade, but you guys could. It's only 109,000 shares. It has its 200. And it's a copper stock. Yeah, once the 200 got underneath it. I got some lift, a forklift. Okay, our alarms. This dock just doesn't stop. Jeez. Okay, back to alarms. Wow, gold's threatening to break out. Might do it this time. It's okay, so that's it for charts. Let's look at what's in the room here first. Wow, I almost blacked out because of that internet and computers. You guys just booked a premium rent? can't believe they're not running this thing yet. Okay, let's see what's in the room here. JV with FCX, which is spending 300 million to expand. Blah blah. I see, that makes sense. So the fundamentals on that hedgehog put in there for y'all to take a look at. Oil's struggling to get going. Gold is at its possible breakout. A couple really quick charts here. I still have my list, RSX. So next week, GBTC, BTCS, BITCF, BTSC, and maybe even some other ones. But it'll be all Bitcoin related. Anything that we model during masterclass. Today I can't do masterclass because I'm leaving for a meeting at 2:30. But I'll leave the room open. RSX, on the intraday, I hate the way it trades, of course, but it's got its 200 and it's got follow through and it's got the squeeze and the MACD on its side. Look at that. Now it doesn't always keep the 200, but it actually doesn't trade it bad. It's not bad. That's RSX. BBRY, how's BlackBerry doing? Anybody know? BBRY. Oil cannot get off the ground. So BBRY did stop at its 200. It bounced. It's testing the 20 right now. MACD turned up. Stock RSI squeeze momentum starting to trend. Interesting. That one guru, he promoted it all the way from the top, all the way down. But then it caught the 200. Okay. Shop. How did it do today? Oil's getting a little bit of lift here. Not much, but a bit. Let's think it squeeze again. PSTG high of day up 16.32%, trading 1461, high of day 1470, and it could squeeze again. I'd be surprised if there's many shorts left in this, but wowza. 7.32 million shares. Okay, pets, how did it make out? SSW. Lost its 200. GDX. Holding on to its 200. The last 8 days or so. XXII bouncing off its 200, testing support now. I don't think it's not bouncing off its 200. I'm not sure what support it's on, Trace. Maybe just give us a bit of explanation there further. Squeeze momentum's trending down. MACD's trending down, but it could curl up. Stock RSI is on its way up. On the daily, volume's down, and it's about to test its 20 MA. It's getting there. Maybe that's a support you're speaking of there. So if that bounces off the 20, that could be a good long for sure. Yeah, could be. Then we have Guess jeans, or Guess clothing, I guess. This one was my idea right from the beginning. I told JD all about it. In fact, I told her to buy it, and she didn't. Wow. Are you in this, JD? Nice. What a follow through. That's fantastic. Up through the 200, earnings, boom, over next day. Darn it. Monday is the third day. I might get a serious run on Monday, and then that'll be it. Wow, look at here. It held for, what's that? It held for 14 days there. But that was under the 200. Over the 200, it's hard to say. Wow, it's really bipolar, actually. And the squeeze momentum's down. That's a tough one. Well, it's trending up, I guess, on the daily. That's a tough one. Well, I'm not going to be the only person that needs to put together a good September, so people are going to get aggressive. August wasn't exactly a technically sound month. You know, some things are rolling over, other things are starting to roll up. And it depends, right? If you're a fundamental trader, that's one thing. But if you're a technical trader, it wasn't exactly the best technical month because certain things are rolling over and certain things are rolling up, certain sectors. CGB. CGB. Why is this on my list? GGB. Looking at it going, what? All right, did everybody go home or what happened in the market here? Let's run some scans. Well, I really hate to go out of the day without a trade. A winning trade. I flatted on the one. GGB. I was really hoping oil would get going here, to be honest with you. I was going to limit down my little small account here. Starting to squeeze. PSTG. Sure enough. What's going on with PDLI, Reed? Oh, high day. Nice chart. Oh, what a great little chart. Good thing I told JD about it. I kept telling her about it and telling her about it. She wouldn't listen. Okay. S&P. It's that time of the day. The plunge protection team probably wants to go home early. So they might just hit this thing. Did I put it on my watch list? I don't think I did I? You're being sarcastic. You should get in here and talk to me. You're in here, you're just not talking. Am I in the right place? I am. Oh yeah, I can hear you. I can't hear JD though. She doesn't talk. PDLI was on my watch list, eh? Of course, I was telling you all about it for days. Told you it was going to do exactly what it's doing. Nice. I didn't even listen to myself. Get tired of listening to myself. Dang it. Well, the S&P is doing absolutely nothing. Well, I hate to leave and not get a trade, but that might be it. Day trading. Oh, JD, I need, like last night we had a conference call and literally we counted 8 staff, 8 interns we need right now, today. Forget about in the future. And I was like, oh, that sounds a lot like a big ball and chain. That sounds like an office. And my goal is to build a gazillion-dollar hedge fund and never have an office. Follow, no. Greg has been following HTZ here, I think, for a while, and I didn't listen. Let's see how much it cost me. Ugh. Ugh. That's a full buck. Ugh. Did that ever bounce? $18.07. $17.90. $18.07. $18.790. So it's that 790 range. $17.73. $18.41. So there might be there's one at 1773. Shoot. The 200 on the 30s at 1773. Dang it. Yeah, so 1773, 1790, 1807, and 1401, I think, are the numbers. Something like that. Dang it. So smooth. Look at that. This is beautiful. What was the other one there that just flagged? ASIO? ESOIL? ESIO. Jeez. Let's give it a shot. $17.69. It's going up on a minute. $17.69. $30 seconds. $7.70. 12 seconds. $72.75. $72.76. $72.74. 76. 74.75. 74.76. 74.76. 74.76. Resistance is at 1773, so if we get up over that one, then we're looking at 1790 maybe. Oh, Greg's got a fib at 1781. How many am I in here? 15? What's that? $17.74, $74.75. $74.75. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. $75.76. So we're up over that 73, so we're looking at 81. There's 80. So just hit it, eh? I just hit it again. That filled at 1778. The fills should be coming behind me now. There they are. Yeah. Thank you. What are we trading at? Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Hit that fib perfect, eh? Trading. $67.73. Fuck. 6571, 6470. Fuck. Should have cut it that fib, eh? Dang it. Damn it. It got right up under natural resistance too. Wow. Actually, it was a ways away. That's a bad candle. Minute and 45. I'm gonna watch this last minute candle here. Yeah. We're in the last minute here. They may take it. Just a bad candle. The 5 minute before that, it's a terrible candle. It says it's, yeah, it says it's coming back to VWAP, but an oil's taking off right now. $30 seconds. $12 seconds. Damn it. Terrible candle. It's what? Nope. There's so much liquidity in this thing that 12 million shares. I'm missing my oil trade. I don't even know. Where's my buys? I'm down 171, it says. This candle's better than the last two. This is a bad minute. I'll probably have to cut. It's actually not a bad candle, this one. Yeah, positive buys. 67.70. 70.72. Positive buys, 45 seconds. That's a good sign, Reed. If it turns, I'm buying. Turns on the 80. Because where's... Wow, and I'm out of smokes. Trading without a cigarette. Good idea. 5 seconds. So 475. So 475. $74.75. Come on, go, you bastard. Let's do this. 475. If it turns here, you should cut. So 475. Oh, they're stacking up on the 75 side. I don't use it. Uh-oh, fuck. Well, flat's better than the loss. The whole idea. You just survive, right? Fuck's sakes. Just that one stupid candle, you know, I should have cut right there. And then waited. Oil got a little bit of jump there while we were in there, but it stopped again. Yeah, Corey's got it right. The shorts are packing up for the weekend. One minute. Damn. Here's the switch. What do you see it trading at right now? 1764. I'm wondering if my chart for Oil stopped too. Dang it. So now the standoff. I had somebody waiting for me outside. S&P setting up pretty bullish for Monday. Wow. Anything else going on out there? Probably not, eh? 23 on a Friday. What was her buy on it? You know? Oh, right, yeah. I think I'm in like 3,500 shares or something on my small account. Four or five, maybe six. 4,500. There's a little leverage on that small account. What? That's nuts. It's crazy. No. Where did we start buying? 69? 69 to 79, I think I'm in. So 75 would be my. It's almost there right now. 72, 73, 73, 75, 74, 75. MACD on the one might turn here. Squeeze momentum starting to turn green. Yeah. Well, it's getting to be 2:45. You would think that, any shorts that are left would call it a weekend, like Corey was saying. That's what should happen, but if it doesn't get over its previous high here on the 5, I might have to cut. It's 4 minutes left. The shorts won't like the fact that 20 is coming through VWAP on the 5. That's dangerous for the shorts, because that 20 will typically push it up. It'll squeeze it between the 20 and the 100. See, MSDI? As soon as I'm out of this, I would be. This is a big trade for my small account. $77, $78, $77, $78, $78, $79. it trading at now? What's it trading at? What's it trading at? I'm not done yet. Right, 290. Got a little tense there, eh? Yeah, that candle at 1780, that was stupid to hold through, actually. That was poor execution. Because you can always come back. It's that 20 through the VWAP. That's really dangerous for the shorts. Look at this. So what do we got here? A 5-minute candle. 347 left. So 17. Yeah. Only made 300 on it, but I got out okay. Kinda. Halts are very bad. Death. Yeah. Halts can kill you. But you know, if you take your profit or whatever for a day or a week or whatever, and you know, whatever. you can kind of free roll profit, right? Yeah, that was too bad. We should have cut and then got back in when it turned again. Much better execution had we done that. I'm sure that some of the other account holders there were a little nervous. Yeah, I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is that they are definitely watching me. I'm surprised not more of them are actually in the room, but they'll come as like Sartaj is processing them. More and more will come into the room. But the challenge we're having right now is there's a threshold that you hit where as soon as you hit a certain threshold, you have to have your in each jurisdiction you have to have your certifications and accreditations as financial managers. So like in Europe you need it, and like in Africa you need it, and you know, Canada and the United States, et cetera, et cetera. But if you have under a certain amount, and it depends on the jurisdiction, if you have under 25 to 100 million, depending on the jurisdiction, some jurisdictions 25 million, some 50, some 75, some anywhere, we hit the threshold before we even launched, basically, officially. Like our actual launch for that capital fund isn't until January. Like there's not a piece of advertising on it anywhere. And we already hit our threshold. So we're actually delayed. So the people that got in before the threshold got hit, they're in, but everybody else is waiting for the next few weeks until the financial advisors are part of the program. I can't even remember which series. Well, it depends on where they are. Like in the States, it's just, you know, it's a certain series. In different jurisdictions, it's different. So, yeah, we're delayed a couple weeks. So now Sartaj is. Oh, you mean like as far as like the growth part? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right now it's busy enough. Our biggest problem is, you know, like you look at it on one side and you go, well, you need, you know, 10 financial advisors, like literally, right, for these different jurisdictions right now. And on the other side, you need 8 to 10 students. And on the other side, you need 8 to 10 administrators. Well, it's like, you know, I didn't do this for that. Right? I did this for freedom, right, in the beach. But, you know, as long as it's not too many, and, you know, maybe a manager or something takes care of them, like, you know, because I'm not gonna, I can't do what I'm doing right now, forget that, right? So it's kind of a precarious place to be, but it's really hard to turn down a, you know, a private capital fund. Really hard to turn that down. Out of everybody that's come into it so far, only one has had an environment where they were involved in where the trader performed higher than my record. So only one person in that capital fund so far has had in their lifetime one trader that gets a better return. So that's the cool part. So And he hit it once. And in fact, it wasn't a better return. He hit 400% one year. This guy. But in looking at his track record, he didn't hit 100 to 100 minus 100 to 500 a year, and it's getting close. It's getting closer now to 400 a year consistent because of the models, right? But before that, using, like, you see me trade on these MAs, right? Like, have you noticed how I'll revert to the MAs when I don't have my fibs and I don't have the models, because the MAs are the tape, and that's how I was trained. I was trained to trade on the tape when I was a kid your age, right? They help. Yeah, the fibs and the MAs help, and then the ones down below here help a lot too. But I guess where I'm going with it all is that it's you know, in my last few years of trading, it's really hard to turn down a capital fund opportunity, because it adds another level. Like the models are another level. The algorithms, once they're coded, and you know, is another level. AI is another level, but a fund is a whole other level, right? Because you get, like, you have your leverage of whatever it is, 6 times. Imagine the leverage I'm gonna get, and you know, so that's kind of cool, right? Being able to walk into these environments and go bang, 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 bang. But it can get you in trouble too, right? You have to use a different discipline. That's how I originally blew up my big account, because I would just keep cracking that bat. Oh yeah, yeah, it was a big account, but I blew it up, literally blew it up. Okay, well, I've got a gentleman waiting for me outside right now, and there'll be a lawyer and a few other people in that conference room waiting for me, clicking their fingers on the desk or conference table right now. So I gotta go. But you guys have a great weekend. That's what did I get on that one? 290? Yeah, 290. 290. My OMVS is down a little bit today. What the hell's this? Oh, that that's funny. I didn't even cover my brokerage fee. Wow, that's like $2 or $3. Oh well, that's a small account. Okay, so I'm off and running, guys. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. And Reed, I gotta talk to you this weekend. We need some time together. Thanks, Corey. Thanks, JD. Thanks, everybody. Oh, what's going on with VRX? Beautiful in head and shoulders on daily with a good size options bet on a move to 27 by January. JD's rocking VRX. Is that what I'm seeing? Oh, they're going to be so mad at me. I got to go. You guys take care. Have a good weekend. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.